Guys, just a couple of days until the inner circle for 2024 closes. So the inner circle is starting on Sunday, and on Sunday we are going to start with our first call. We're going to talk about what holistic nutrition is, the energetics of food, and the pillars of health. That's our first module, and then we're going to have our Q&A and case study sharing so that we can really learn from each other. Now, you might question me, why are you just opening this once a year? Why don't you just keep it open? One reason is this: I didn't design this to be a drop-in when you want kind of course. I actually designed it like a course. And so the aim is to have people join from April to April. So from this April to next year, and actually have the opportunity to truly learn about nutrition. Of course, we're going to talk about diets, and we're going to talk about nutrients. We're going to talk about all the things that we generally hear about, because I want to clarify some of the misconceptions about nutrition that people are very confused about. How do I know they're confused? Because every day I'm getting some question that I'm like, really? Is this not obvious? And I understand how things cannot be obvious because people have always oversimplified things, but overcomplicated them at the same time. So people don't know what detoxification means. Like when we talk about detox, our body detoxes naturally, but we have ways to help the body do what it needs to do. Also, the body detoxes naturally, but when we are clogging up our whole system and not nurturing the organs that are key to doing that, then of course it becomes a problem. And by the way, little tip, your skin is the largest organ of your body, and it's a massive detoxification medium. What causes issues for detox through the skin? The products we used on them. So when we talk about a lifestyle, products are really important to discuss, because what you put on your skin goes into your skin, but also stops what's meant to come out from coming out sometimes, right? So we're going to deal with all of that. And we are going to just really understand how hormones work. So if you're a woman and you're fed up with not understanding your body and nobody being able to give you answers, and even doctors gaslighting us when we say, this is happening, I'm feeling this, and they're like, nothing wrong with you, you're just getting old, take a pill. I mean, that's nuts. When I can tell you a story, at 23, at 18, I went on the contraceptive pill under the suggestion of my mother. I should have known better, she's not a doctor, but she said, you're breaking out, just take the pill and you'll see the difference. To be fair, I did see a difference when I started taking it, and that's because, well, estrogen in the skin, but when I tried to stop at 23 and I didn't fix my diet, because I still was going through my eating disorders, I was still eating dairy, which didn't work for me because my gut was a mess. I broke out, and I broke out mostly around my jaw, because this is what is connected to the reproductive system. Now, of course, I'm stopping the pill. My reproductive system is like, we have to make hormones. There's no fake estrogen coming in anymore. And it was just havoc on my skin. So I tried for months to heal this, but of course, without healing the nutrition, the skin wasn't getting better. So I went to the dermatologist. He looked at me and he said, antibiotics. This will sort it out. Didn't know better at the time. This was in 2002. Took the antibiotics, and 2004, sorry. Took the antibiotics, and 2 weeks, clear skin, and I was like, thank God. I stopped the antibiotics, and of course, at the expense of my gut, by the way, which was already a mess. And boom, back again, back to the dermatologist, and he said, the only way we're going to sort this out is if you take the contraceptive pill. But to me, I'm giving you the contraceptive pill because I want you to take Androcure, which is an androgen stopper. Androgens are basically male hormone producers. They make testosterone. It's like you got too much testosterone. And so what that means is that your sebaceous glands are getting very active, and the follicles where the hair is sitting gets infected, and you're getting all the pimples. Like, okay, makes sense, fine. And I went back on the pill, and I stayed on the pill until I was 35. And when I actually couldn't, my body was just like, you need to stop. I actually felt it. I didn't want it anymore. At that point, I was plant-based, and when I stopped the pill, I broke out very little, nothing like before, something that I could totally waver with a bit of patience and taking care of my skin, and done. However, you can see that when the doctors were trying to help me, they were just prescribing medication to subdue the symptoms on my skin coming from having stopped a pill that was replacing estrogen that my body would naturally make in my ovaries. So it was chaos. And this is the problem. Men don't understand hormones, women don't understand hormones. Doctors, women and men doctors, don't understand hormones. We are just only starting to talk about it now. You can go to an endocrinologist and they will look at the pathway, your endocrine system, and they know where things come from, of course, but they don't understand the behavior of these hormones truly, because they see them as these, things that are just there to do something, but they don't understand how they work together. The fact that they have different characters and each of them needing something different. They don't understand the holistic picture. Like when you get really stressed and your cortisol goes up, what does it do to your insulin? What does insulin do to your progesterone? What does insulin do to your estrogen? And what about testosterone? We always say male have testosterone, women don't, but actually we have testosterone, which is actually quite high, especially during ovulation, which is why we feel fantastic. And I never heard this before up to now. My gynecologist never told me because she probably didn't even know. So we can see that if they don't understand hormones, how can they understand our bodies? We are amazing. I'm sorry, gentlemen, I'm not trying to put you down. This course is completely open to you if you want to join, but it's specifically catered to women because we are the subset of the population that, although we are most of the population on this planet, we're just not looked after because the scientific world led by men, the system led by men, always thought of us as smaller men. And we're not men. We're nothing like men. We are so unique and so amazing in our own way. We are portals of life. We are so amazing. Like this world will change if we women wake up that inner power. Now, the other thing is this. I want you to be healthy. I want you to look after these vessels, especially, again, us women, because once you look after this vessel, the spirit in you that is meant to do an amazing job here will be able to shine. This is why sometimes we come back. I learned from my Akashic records that I came back because, well, I was not very strong, and now I am actually in a very strong body and mind, and I wasn't very strong in the past. So certain things destroyed me. I couldn't complete my mission. My mission in this life is definitely to help shift the paradigm, but also to support the women doing so. Apparently, and I think I really resonated with this because of dreams that I had. I was a chief of a tribe in South America, and I actually can see why I was leading. And it's not the way that we think about leading, by the way. I wasn't the boss. I was just a sage. I was someone that was teaching. And when Antonia, my friend Antonia Beamish, who you should totally follow and do sessions with, did my soul contract, she told me, your main number is number 3, the teacher. And for my whole life, I had this yearning of wanting to share and teach, but I had this embarrassment and fear that whatever I would say would just be debunked, because certain things I just natively know, but they might not be things that you might find in a biology book, or maybe that science can't test because they are so quantum. It's quantum physics, it's quantum leaping. It's totally not something you can test tube or you can put in a controlled study. And there is so much value to these studies, by the way, which I will teach you about, especially when it comes to nutrition, to understand what's out there. If you hear your friends going carnivore, I want you to actually understand the science behind it. I want you to understand gut health. I want you to understand fiber. I'm going to explain all of this because, God forbid, if we don't go into details, we're going to have such a massive issue with our health. One day, it's not worth it. So we are going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all this esoteric stuff. And you can see why I'm so passionate about it. I want us to thrive. I want us to find that inner voice, that calling. I want us to go back to who we are truly, to remember what we have forgotten. So join me on Sunday. It's the last parade for 2025, 24 and 25. I am not opening this for the rest of the year, so please join. It's £150 for the year if you pay all at once, And so you save 2 months. If you want to pay monthly, there is an opportunity to do that. There are some caveats. Go on the website. I've listed everything. I have a FAQ so you can read and understand. But basically, there is a payment that you can do every month of £15, which will allow you to join us, but pay a little bit by bit. And you can cancel that, but it comes with the unfortunate stopping of having access to these things. If you pay for the year, and those of you who pay monthly complete the year, you will have access to everything for life. And I'm also going to keep that open when I add new things for the new circle next year. So honestly, it is a massive bonus, and I can tell you that the value of this course, as I'm doing it, it's at least $5,000. Okay, I'm not joking. The material in there, it's at least $5,000 worth, at least. Okay, and so 150, it's a gift from me to you. A reason why I'm keeping it so damn cheap this year is because I want you to become my ambassadors, because I know you will find an amazing value in this. I know you will learn a ton, and I know this will help you change the things that you really want to change, or at least be the starting point for a massive shift and transformation. I also want to be clear about this though. I am giving you the tools. I cannot force you to use them. You got to commit to yourself. If you join, I beg of you, don't just pay for it and not show up. If you join, commit to it. It's once a month. It's a couple of hours once a month. For those of you who are like, I don't have the time, you're making excuses, because you can organize the time to be there once a month and make it happen, because this is not about me. It's about you. It's about showing up for yourself, to be there and saying, I am doing this for me. I am filling my cup so that I can help everybody else. Because ultimately, especially as women, we empty our cups. We are exhausted. We are tired. We are overwhelmed. We are busy. And then we serve everybody else, and then we crash and burn, and down the line we feel like we don't look great, we don't feel great, and nobody's helping us, and we become resentful, and we close up the soft but resilient and strong part of ourselves, that which is the feminine, that creates, produces, expands, and shifts the paradigm we're in. So ladies, it's your job as superheroes that we are, is to look after yourself so you can make a massive shift and change in this world. Trust me when I say nothing is more important. I have found such purpose. I had a client here today that was like, this is not a glamorous job, is it, to help people? Sometimes they don't want to do the work. I'm like, honestly, no, maybe not, because, it's when you work with people, especially, you have to go to so many places to be with them, to meet them where they are. So I don't know if I would use the word glamorous, but I said to him, down inside my soul, I just know that I wouldn't want to do anything else. I can tell you what I see for my future. I'm helping people now at the scale. In the future, I want to be at a massive scale. I want to be on a stage sharing. I want to be inspiring. I want to be promoting this beautiful lifestyle, plans, the kindness that comes with plans, the spiritual awakening, and not doing it with the fluff and bullshit, but actually really do it, because I know that inside of you there is a power that you can tap into, and when you do, you're going to manifest the most amazing life. We are not victims unless we make ourselves victims of circumstances, of our age, of our pain and bruises and everything else in between. Those things exist. It's life. It's the challenging part of being in this dimension. Okay, it's a very dense dimension, but we are spirits in this dimension. So as much as we have to be grounded and we are connected to this really heavy energy because we live in it, you have the ability to elevate. And once you elevate, you find your purpose and you find where you want to be, and nothing can stop you, because you are way above that part that is dense and keeps you down. Grounding, feeling grounded and connected and stable, it's a great thing. But feeling stuck, not so great. So guys, join me on Sunday. Closing the doors at 2 p.m. Make sure you sign up. Go to my website, www.livelyinhealth.com/inner-circle. And I will put this down here so that you can tap on it, read everything, ask me questions if you have any, and then just join. All right. See you soon.